Hello and welcome to my channel. I have another question today, and the question is, how do we take refuge under His wing? And that comes from Psalm chapter 91 verse 4. The concept of taking a person under one's wing is familiar to us today. When an individual is alone in a new position or needing special guidance, another more experienced person may offer to take the other under his wing to care for, teach, and guide. In Scripture, under His wing is a metaphor for the protective refuge of God's presence. The imagery alludes to a mother bird taking her vulnerable hatchlings under her wings to nurture, train, shelter, guide, and protect. Jesus applied the phrase to His concern for Israel. Jerusalem, who kills the prophets and stones those who are sent to her. How often I wanted to gather your children together, as a hen gathers her chicks under her wings, but you were not willing. Boaz recognized that Ruth, a Moabite foreigner, had sought refuge under the God of Israel's wings. People take refuge in the shadow of your wings, says Psalm 36 verse 7. The psalmist seeks refuge and shelter under his wings, and even sings for joy in the shadow of His wings. But there is a richer, fuller application for under His wing that emerges in Psalm 91. In the first verse, the same idea of God as a sheltering refuge is established. Whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty, in God's presence and security, guidance, protection, and care. Some Bible versions replace the shelter of the Most High with the secret place of the Most High. In the Old Testament, the Jewish people associated God's presence with a specific place, the Holy of Holies. Inside the wilderness tabernacle and then later in the temple was a secret, innermost chamber where only the high priest could enter once a year to make atonement for the sins of the people. This sacred place of worship contained the Ark of the Covenant covered by the mercy seat where God was enthroned, and His holy presence dwelled among His people. Upon the mercy seat sat two hammered gold cherubims or angels, with their wings overshadowing the ark. The cherubim will face each other and look down on the atonement cover. With their wings spread above it, they will protect it. The one who dwells in the secret place of the Most High and abides in the shadow of the Almighty is the one whose sins have been atoned for and who stands clean and forgiven. Only then can one say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust. The psalmist continues, surely He will save you from the fowler's snare and from the deadly pestilence. He will cover you with His feathers, and under His wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness will be your shield and rampart. Those who are protected by the salvation of the Lord through faith in Jesus Christ will dwell forever in God's presence. They will escape death and the snare of the devil. They can now enter the secret place, the Holy of Holies. They can boldly approach God's throne of grace any time, not just once a year, because of the death of Jesus Christ and His shed blood, which opened up a new and living way. From the days of the wilderness wanderings, the people of God have taken refuge under His wings. He found them in a desert land, in an empty, howling wasteland. He surrounded them and watched over them, like an eagle that rouses her chicks and hovers over her young. So He spread His wings to take them up and carried them safely on His pinions. The Lord alone guided them. Whenever the children of Israel needed help, they prayed, hide me under the shadow of your wings. And now, because of Jesus Christ's redeeming sacrifice, we can forever abide under His wings in the protected shelter of His presence. Thank you for listening to this question, and I'll see you next time.